Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be doing another Top 5 Wednesday video. This series was created by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will leave a link down in the description to her channel as well as to the Goodreads group. This week's topic is Top 5 Most Anticipated Pre-Orders for the rest of the year, and y'all, I was so excited about this topic that I decided to film it like multiple days early. I cannot wait to talk about these books. And I actually have a list of about 12 books in front of me, and I've only chosen for sure 3 that I want to talk about in this video, and I haven't decided on the other 2, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But because I did have so many books I'm excited about, I did decide to do a blog post talking about all the books that I'm really excited about for the rest of the year, so I will link that down in the description as well. And before I jump into the actual list, I do want to give a shout out to Armada by Ernest Cline, which would have been on this list if this topic came up any week before today, because it was just released yesterday. Well, technically it's going to be released in a few days for me right now, but when this video goes up, it will have been released yesterday. So it's not eligible to be on the list. So the first one that I've been eagerly anticipating since back in October is Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray, which is the second book in the Diviner series. When I actually started reading the Diviners back in October, I didn't know that it was going to be a series. I thought that it was a standalone, and then I got to the end of the book and I was like, there is no way that this is a standalone. And so I looked it up and I realized that it was going to be, I think, a 4-book series, and I just cannot wait to see what happens because I loved the Diviners, gave it 9.5 stars out of 10. I cannot wait to see what happens. I wasn't excited about the way that the love triangle was going at the end of the Diviners, so I really hope that Libba Bray fixes that in this book. But yeah, I cannot wait for Lair of Dreams. I'm so excited. The next one is one that I anticipate to be on everyone's list, and that is Winter by Marissa Meyer. I only read the first 3 books in the Lunar Chronicles series a little bit over a month ago, and I really enjoyed them, so I am now joined with the large mass of people eagerly anticipating the last book in the series. And Goodreads says that it's gonna be like 800 something pages long, which has me even more excited because, as y'all know, I love long books. Next up is one that I've been really eagerly anticipating ever since Kaz from Little Book Owl talked about it near the beginning of the year, and that is Illuminated by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the first book in a new series, which I think is just called Illuminated, but I'm not 100% sure. This book mostly has me intrigued because of its really unique formatting. We get to see like the case notes of whatever case that the characters are working on, and there's also stuff like words being crossed out. It just sounds like a really intriguingly formatted book, if that makes sense. And if you saw the arcs that a lot of booktubers got at BEA, it's really big, and like I said, I love long books, so that has me even more excited about it. And now I have to figure out what 2 other books I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to go ahead and eliminate like sequels to books that I haven't read yet, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. So the next book that I'm really excited about is not even a YA novel, it's not fiction. It's The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire by Dan Howell and Phil Lester. For those of you who may not know, Dan and Phil are 2 YouTubers, and I know Cringe, another YouTuber book, but this is the only one that I care about, y'all. Like, Dan and Phil are so close to my heart, especially Dan. Dan is my spirit animal. I love him. But yeah, I cannot wait for this book. Also, I figured that this was as good a time as ever to show y'all my signed Dan and Phil poster. Yeah, it's kind of like my favorite thing ever. And finally, the last new release, at least on this list, that I'm super excited about is Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. I actually have not read any of Alexandra Bracken's previous books. I have The Darkest Minds on my TBR on Goodreads, but it's kind of one of those books that I might read eventually, but it's not one that I'm really excited about reading. But Passenger sounds super cool. The description of the book touts it as a treasure hunt across time and across continents, and that just sounds really exciting. Also, it's the first book in a duology, which I don't think I've ever actually read a duology, so that's even more exciting. Plus, since it is a duology, it means I don't have to wait super long until the end of the series, because the second book will probably be released next year. So those are my 5 most anticipated releases for the rest of the year. Like I said, there are a lot more, and you can check my blog for those because seriously, I am excited about all 12 of the books on that list. Let me know down in the comments what some of y'all's most anticipated releases of the year are, because I am always trying to find new exciting releases. As always, I will leave links down in the description to my blog, Twitter, and Goodreads. Please add me as a friend on Goodreads. I would love to be friends with all of you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!